QX, originally released by Taito in arcades, was ported to the Atari 5200 in 1983, bringing its unique brand of puzzle action to home consoles. The Atari 5200 version stays true to the arcade experience, while offering a few tweaks that make it a compelling game for fans of the genre. At its core, QX is a strategic game where you control a marker that moves around a grid, attempting to capture portions of the screen by drawing lines. As you capture areas, your score increases, but the real challenge comes from the enemy QX and Sparks, dangerous moving entities that make the gameplay intense and rewarding. The objective is to capture a certain percentage of the screen, while avoiding or outmaneuvering these enemies. It's simple, but the difficulty increases quickly as the QX starts moving more unpredictably. The 5200's controls, using the joystick, feel precise, but can be tricky, especially when navigating the narrow spaces and quick movements required. The button for activating your marker to draw a line works well, though it can feel a little stiff during prolonged gameplay. It's not a major issue, but something to note for those not used to the Atari 5200's joystick. The visuals on the Atari 5200 version of QX are faithful to the arcade original, but don't quite have the same punch as later versions on more powerful systems. The grid-based background and the moving QX are clearly defined, and the vibrant colors of the arcade version are translated nicely, though the resolution can feel a bit blocky by modern standards. However, for the time, it looks sharp and engaging. The sound effects are minimal but effective. The beeps and boops add to the tension, especially when a QX is closing in or you're about to capture a large section of the screen. The music is sparse, which fits the gameplay's atmosphere, but after a while, the lack of variety may make it feel a bit repetitive. QX offers a challenge that feels just right. Early levels are relatively easy, allowing players to get a feel for the mechanics, but soon the difficulty ramps up with faster and more aggressive QX. The tension of avoiding Sparks and QX while trying to capture sections of the grid creates a thrilling experience. The challenge is rewarding and encourages players to keep coming back for just one more round. The replayability is solid. With each level, the pattern changes, keeping things fresh and requiring more strategy. However, the simplicity of the gameplay may feel a bit repetitive after a long session. It's a great game to pick up for short bursts, but might not hold your attention for hours. QX on the Atari 5200 is an excellent port of a beloved arcade classic. While it may not have the visual flair of later console versions, it does a good job of capturing the essence of the original game. The controls are responsive, the difficulty curve is well balanced, and the gameplay is addictive. It's not a game for everyone, but puzzle and strategy fans will find plenty to enjoy in this quirky and nostalgic title. If you're looking for a classic arcade experience on your Atari 5200, QX is definitely worth checking out.